Just look at how dirty this thing is. The last time I drove this, been like 6 months, and I got caught in some rain, and this thing is filthy. God damn. But yeah, what you guys just watched is probably over 2 to 3 hours of footage. I compressed that into like 5 or 6 minutes. For those who are new to the channel, I bought this thing 2 years ago from Copart out of Ohio. Previous owner wrecked it at the track, damaged the hood. So we ended up repairing this hood. You can't even tell anymore. We did it the right way. We fixed it out of carbon, made a mold for it, you know, finished it, then repainted it. We actually repainted the whole car. So we redid the stripes, and then took all the panels off, cleaned them up, then repainted them. There's some spots where I did notice. No, when I tell you this thing is filthy, we're about to go clean it in a minute. There's some spots where I noticed from the exhaust that it's changing color. I don't know if you can see that right there, but it's turning yellow. And I think that's pretty normal for Vipers. At first, it was yellow over here. So we cleaned it up and we repainted it the first time and it got rid of that. But it just, it's so much heat. I don't know if you see that, but from the exhaust, because the exhaust runs down underneath this thing, it makes it change color. But today we're gonna be washing it. This is gonna be the last time you guys see this car. I'm gonna end up selling it. It's it hasn't been doing anything, man. It's been sitting in here. I even had to change the battery out because I forgot to put it in hibernation mode, which is there's a setting through the IPC so the battery doesn't drain. So I put a new battery in it. I still got to change the battery in the fob. Oh, now it works. It wasn't working this morning. And then get it listed for sale. There's not much that this car has been doing. When I first got it, I did a couple of videos with it, got the content out, but I mean, it's time for it to go. It's been 2 years, man. I usually, if you guys know me, I usually don't keep cars for that long. We try to move the money around and get some new videos going. But with this, especially because there's not much that you can do to it, like modification wise, unless you're gonna go like crazy and like put a Calvo kit on it or a twin turbo it. There's not much you can do. But so we're gonna get it cleaned. I know that right front tire keeps losing air. I had to put air in it the last time that I pulled it out, but wait, actually, it should tell us on the cluster how much air is in there. Yeah, you can see right over there too. See that? That's all because of the heat. Shit, the tire light's back on. Gotta put air in that tire. So this right there, 26. That's crazy. It was just over there. But it tells you to hold down this button, and then once you turn the car off, it like, I don't know if it kills the battery, but it makes it where the battery isn't gonna drain over time. These seat belts, I know a lot of people have been asking about this. I redid these. They're originally black, but I redid them in red just because all the trim in here, like the stitching, the ACR badge, this over here, it's red. So I'm like, you know, just make it to look pop nicer. I redid those in red because the seatbelts were deployed from the accident. So I'm like, I might as well just have them redone to make it look better. So we're gonna pull it out. I'm gonna get it ran through the touchless. We'll bring it back in here. I got some spray wax and some tire shine right over there. So we'll make it look nice and pretty. Then we'll take some pictures and that'll be a wrap. This car is paid off, so I have a lot of equity in it that can go towards another build. All right, so I even bought some of these flat stoppers because I was gonna keep it in here for the winter, but those are too far up. So they fit under the rear, but under the front, they were hitting the bottom of this rocker. So I was just moving it around from time to time so the tires don't get flat from the bottom. When I tell you this car is so uncomfortable, that's probably one of the reasons why I'm selling it. You know what's crazy? I've had it for 2 years. In April, it'll be 2 years since we bought this thing and, you know, built it and put it back together. And we only put 1,000 miles. We bought it with 94 or 9,500, so it put about 1,200 miles in 2 years. That's what tells you how much I don't like driving this car.
You have selected the Super Car Wash. Please deposit $12. Thank you for your purchase. To start your car wash, please pull into the wash bay.
All right, so we have the touchless. Gonna get it rinsed down. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna get it cleaned up 100%, but once we get back to the house, we can just do it ourselves. This is pretty cool because there's no brushes that will damage your car. You just gotta run it through here. And you'll get the undercarriage. That'll tell you when to stop right over here. All right. And just wait for it to go through. Look at these wheels. All right, guys, made it back to the house. I just sprayed the wheels with this wheel cleaner. This stuff works amazing. So sit there for a second, and then we'll clean it off. So as that is settling in there, I'm gonna tell you some crazy stuff that happened when we bought this car, right? So we bought it from Copart. It was out in Cleveland, Ohio. We drove down there with the enclosed trailer to pick it up. And once we got there, we were checking out through the car, looking inside of it. But look at that, this hood wasn't freaking closed. We're looking inside of it, see what we can find, any parts or whatever. We found a piece of paper from the insurance with the old owner's phone number. So we called the guy answered right away, and he only lived an hour away from the auction, right? So I was asking about the car, what happened? It turned out that he wrecked it at the track. That's when in the video you see that he had the race harnesses in there. He totaled it at the track, hit a side of a wall, and it damaged what you see in the quarter panel. The wing broke off, the hood/fender was damaged. And he said that he had a whole bunch of parts for this thing, right? So you guys see in the video, we pulled up to his house. Has a huge house. This guy was probably a multi-millionaire. Had 2 new wings for it. If you guys know about Vipers, the wing was like $17,000 at the dealer, right? He has 2 brand new ones. He had a brand new set of wheels and tires. So I have another set of wheels and tires at the shop. He had the diffuser, which is this thing over here. And he had these diffusers as well, also. So these parts alone, like if we didn't reach out to him and he gave us, the parts for a good price, these probably would have ran us anywhere from like $30,000 to $35,000. He had an extra set of these vents right over here. He had an extra set of these vents. He had an extra set of brakes and rotors for, I believe they were the rear. I gotta check at the shop. He had 2 extra tires for the front. Just a whole bunch of stuff. He had a duffel bag with a car cover. He gave us everything for $10,000. So we saved literally like 30 to 40 grand just off that. The quarter panel was repaired. It was scuffed up from the side. We took it to some guy that specializes in fiberglass. He got that fixed. We fixed also the door. You see how the door is damaged over here? You can't even tell this car was ever hit. If anything, because we see Vipers around and the fitment on them is always terrible. If you look at this, because we put it back together after painting it, the fitment is like 100%. The gaps are all like, you know, we took our time putting it back together, so we made sure that everything was gonna be 100%. And like, this was 2 years ago, bro. I can't believe it's been 2 years since we've done this, and now we're spinning waves with it. So I'm gonna dry it up real quick. I have some good towels over here. Just dry it up from the water, but you can see the touchless does a great job without damaging the paint. Because if you run it through the brushes, these are carbon fiber also. I did have to replace one. This top one was broken. That was like 700 bucks. Oh, you want to talk about crazy prices? This fuel door was $1,500. This over here. This rear knuckle, because the rear knuckle was damaged from the accident, the knuckle was $3,000. Yeah, it's retarded. So I'm gonna dry it up real quick, clean up the rims, and then we'll go take pictures of it, and I'll give you guys like a last video of me driving it. Alright guys, so that's gonna be it for today's video. I would have done like a POV drive, but I don't have my GoPro on hand, and it's really it's really hard to drive a manual with the phone. So that's gonna be it for today. I'll show you guys the pictures that I took right after this clip ends, and make sure you guys stay tuned for the Chrysler 170 build. That's what I'm trying to focus on right now. Appreciate you guys for watching. If you're new, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you back on the next one.